So, guys, we're back for the final segment of the Chaos Daemons Codex breakdown. This time it's the heavy support. Sorry this has taken a while. We've been ran off our feet, crazy stuff happening, International Tabletop Day, salute, all the rest. Anyhow, let's jump into the heavy support. Swamp, first one on the page is the Soul Grinder. This is the old classic. Give me the stat line.
Weapon skill 3, ballistic skill 3, strength 6, front and side armour 13, a rear armour of 11, initiative 3, 4 attacks and 4 hull points. It's a walker and comes in at 135 points plus what options you buy it.
Yeah, right. Well, first up, let's go for its basic demonic gifts. It's got its Harvester Cannon to start with. So
the Harvester Cannon is 48-inch range, strength 7, AP 4, heavy 3.
Not bad.
Or if you want to use it, it's got a flak shell mode, which gives the same stat line but with Skyfire.
So this is my AA.
Yeah, this is your Codex AA.
Yeah. Oh, well, I would probably still take a Aegis defense line if I could.
Yeah.
You know, just for that little bit extra, because that is the Interceptor. I don't think this does.
This does not have Interceptor, it's just got Skyfire.
Yeah, so if you...
This is your AA for once they've shown up.
Yeah. It's also got an Iron Claw.
This is basically a Power Fist.
Right.
Including the unwieldy rule.
Ah.
So if you don't buy something that we're going to go through later in the options, it's going to always be fighting at initiative 1.
Yeah, now I find it's only initiative 3 at the minute, but it can make a difference.
People running up to you with hitting you in the backside with crack grenades.
Yeah. Right, anyway, it must take one of the following. It also has Demonic Resilience, I almost forgot. What's that do? Demonic
Resilience is that it's got a 2+ save against Crew Shaken and Crew Stunned results.
Not bad at all. Okay, so, options that you have to take. Now, you have to be a Demon of Khorne for free, Zench for 5 points, Nurgle for 15, Slanesh for 15. So you have to pick one of these, so it's dedicated to a god. Who would you take with it?
Me, Zench, that's just me as a preference.
Yeah.
No game rule reason.
Yeah, pervert. Okay, and I will just be annoying and say Nurgle, even though I don't know what it would do to a vehicle.
Nurgle on a vehicle, you would get shrouded, so you'd have a +2 cover. You'd have +2 to your cover saves, so you'd be running around with a 5-up cover save on top of your 5-up input. If you manage to get yourself into any kind of cover, you getting +2 to whatever that cover save is.
That is it. That sounds good to me.
And you also have defensive grenades on a vehicle.
That works for me.
In addition, units that are composed entirely of demons of Nurgle are treated as having defensive grenades.
That works for me, because then I can buy a Warp Sword and be attacking before you.
Not so much attack. No, defensive grenades, not assault grenades.
Sorry.
Defensive grenades only work when you're charged.
Yeah.
Actually, when you're charged, because there's also the other thing that defensive grenades will give you is when you're shot at within 8 inches, you get stealth. So you've got stealth and shrouded, so you're getting I believe they do stack. Yeah, so you'd be getting +3 to any cover save you'd have, potentially.
That works for me.
And then they'd be losing an attack on the charge.
Okay, so now we have something that has been nerfed slightly, because you used to be able to take all 3 of these, if I'm right.
Yes, I believe so.
You may take one of the following. Baleful Torrent, which is?
A Strength 6 AP 4 template with the Torrent rule.
It's not bad. It's if you've ever played against guard guys and they've had a Hellhound and it has annoyed you and you've wanted to get them back and now you're playing demons, break out one of these. This will let you do the same trick.
It's a nice one to hit all that. Say you can only see that one bloke, shoot it round the corner. You can get everyone.
Yeah, although is there not rules now that you can only kill what you can see?
It's what's underneath the template.
Ah, I see.
With template rules, it's whatever's underneath the template you can kill.
Gotcha.
This is how they kind of tried to nerf the burner boy tactics that used to be used.
Yeah. Well,
and then we rebroke them.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that has went out or not, guys, or if it's still sitting in the vault. But if it has, have a quick look back through the Cheese Hunters. Maybe you see it. Next up, Warp Gears.
24-inch range, strength 10, AP 1, heavy 1. It's an anti-tank round.
Yeah,
that is brilliant.
It's quite useful. Even if it's only one shot, you've still got 3 slots to take this. My only worry is that ballistic skill 3.
50-50.
Yeah. Exactly. And lastly, we have the Flam Bombardment.
The 36-inch range battle cannon round. Strength 8, AP 3, Ordnance 1, large blast.
I think I would take that before I would take the Warp Gears.
I would actually be with you because the Warp Gaze is really more useful against Armour 14 vehicles. This is useful against most other vehicles because you're getting 2d6 armour pen, pick the highest.
And So there you go. Right, Craig, any thoughts on it? Do you run one yourself?
I haven't run one because I haven't got one. But I've had to go against it, and it had that April torrent. Very annoying against my sisters.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Right, next up we have one of Swampy's favourites, if I remember correctly.
The warp sword is a very useful item now.
Oh yes, yes.
Just to get just because you've got your Iron Claw, I would always take the warp sword as your other option. One, its strength is your user, strength 6.
That's not bad at all.
AP 3.
Marine killing.
It's a melee master crafted weapon, so you are re-rolling 1 failed hit per turn.
Yep.
And it's a specialist weapon. But it means you don't have to use the Iron Claw.
Yeah,
it gives you an option to strike in Initiative 3. So you either go, I'm fighting a tank. Iron Claw. I'm fighting a dreadnought.
Snick.
Probably the Iron Claw still.
Really?
You're only glancing on 6s with your sword. Whilst you're penetrating on 2s, or you're glancing on 2s with the fist.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yes, the dreadnought will be striking before you, but the dreadnought can't kill you, or could potentially kill you in a turn, but he'd have to get lucky.
And you've also got 5+4.
Not with 4 hull points.
And you've got your 5 up. He can still penetrating hit, and +1 to his damage roll, so you've still got to get lucky to do it,
Yeah,
but they
maybe.
can do it.
Maybe. Right, well, let's move on to our next victim for the book. We have the Skull Cannon of Khorne.
The most ugly model in the entire range, in my personal opinion.
Is it any good?
It's the Khorne.
It's a Khorne cannon. The
Now
skull.
after I used the Khorne motorbike.
Yeah.
The what?
Khorne bike.
It is a motorbike. If you look at the model itself, it looks like a motorbike.
Okay, I'll have a look at this. I won't bring up any images, but we'll see what happens. So, it's costing 125 points. It's a chariot open-topped. Ballistic skill 5. That's very good. That's very good.
Definitely good.
Front and side armor 12, rear armor 10, and 3 hull points. I'm sorry, this sounds reasonably handy to me.
Okay.
Its ability, though, is a skull cannon.
Okay, skull
cannon. 36-inch range, strength 8, AP 5, heavy 1, death skulls, ignoring cover, and large blast. The death skulls rule: place a marker next to each unit that takes 1 or more hits
Okay.
from this weapon. Note it says hits.
Yes, you're not having to wound.
Any friendly demon unit that charges a unit so marked does not suffer initiative penalties when charging through difficult terrain. And remove your death skull markers at the end of the assault phase. So, if you've got a lot of your demons, I don't believe any of the demon units have assault grenades anymore.
No, they don't.
So you use
use
this to go. There's that unit in cover. Punk.
Yeah, off we go, lads.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Have assault grenades.
Yeah, pick up a skull and run in.
Right, it's got one other rule here that I'm not sure of, which is Gore Feast. It's very short entries in this, guys.
Okay, Gore Feast. Whenever a model hit with a Hammer of Wrath causes 1 or more unsaved wounds, roll d6 on a 4+, get a hull point back.
Yep.
That's worth it.
Gimme. You might say it's ugly. I haven't seen it.
When you see it.
When you see it, you will.
When I see it,
you see it, you will agree with all the comments that have been made about the model that we're not allowed to repeat due to the adult nature of them.
Okay, guys, what I'm going to do is, right now, you're going to see my thoughts after having had a look at it in a banner right here, okay? Now, I may look like an idiot, but this thing sounds useful. I don't know. Right, next up
you may see him change his mind.
Also, unlike other chariots, the Skull Cannon has a transport capacity of 0. In the designer's notes.
Okay.
And so does not have a rider.
Okay, so it's basically a possessed chariot running about doing stuff on its own.
It's got no one on top to drive it as such, in theory.
That makes sense. Okay. Next up, we have the Burning Chariot of Zen. I'll assume this will be for you, Swamp. Take us through.
Okay. First off, we've got the guy on the back of it. It's an exalted flamer with weapon and ballistic skill 4, strength and toughness 4, wounds 3, initiative 4, 3 attacks and a leadership of 7.
Reasonable.
The chariot itself is ballistic skill 3, armour 10 all round with 3 hull points. It's a chariot, fast, open topped, and a skimmer.
Okay. So it's got the Aura of Change.
The Aura of Change. The burning, the Hammer of Wrath attacks from this have the Warp Flame special rule.
Okay. Is that it?
That's all it does.
Okay. Demon of Zen, demonic instability. The Exalted Flamer only.
Yep.
It's also got Warp Flame. I'll assume this is for its shooting attack. It has one?
Yep.
At the end of each assault, I'm assuming it's just on its attacks in general.
Oh, right, fair enough.
If it's got warp flame as a rule,
Heads
then
120
all
bit.
its attacks have warp flame.
Ah, I see. Right, it's got a transport capacity of 1, obviously, and it's got Exalted Flamer only, Blue Fire of Zench, Pink Fire of Zench.
Blue Fire of Zench is an 18-inch range, Strength 9, AP2, Heavy D3 with the warp flame special rule.
Right, sounds reasonable.
It's an anti-tank round, but trust me, the warp flame is the 50-50. Could hurt, could be bad.
Okay.
As we explained during the psychic powers area.
As we went through earlier, yeah.
And your Pink Fire is a Strength 5 AP3 Heavy 1 Torrent warp flame.
Yeah.
So it's your anti-infantry option.
Yeah.
So but at least this one has both options.
Is one of them a template?
Yes, the Pink Fire, the Torrent option.
Which one's that on again?
Strength 5 AP3. Your anti-marine round.
No, which one is it on? The
these are both on the Exalted Flamer only.
Yeah.
Right, and I assume you're having to buy the Blue Fire because there's an option here. Burning Chariot may have Blue Horror Crew for 10 points.
Blue Horror Crew or something different.
Oh, goody. What
Blue
else
Horror
does it get?
Blue Horror Crew, all enemy units within 6 inches of 1 or more Burning Chariots for Blue Horror Crew have a -1 to their leadership.
Not bad at all. It's always good to knock down a little leadership unless they're stubborn. So, last option on this, the Exalted Flamer may take up to 20 points of demonic rewards. That's lesser and greater.
Yep.
I'd probably go with a pair of lessers. Yourself?
2 10-point lessers?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Right, and then designer's note again, he can't disembark from it. This seems silly to me that he can't just hop out and be on foot.
The only thing
Obviously,
that's the problem with
their Lord Gods have called them back and go, come back here, I'll go and have a word with you. You mucked up.
Yeah, you broke the gift I gave you, you broke the chariot.
Yeah.
Why? Come
the
on,
chariot's
now.
pointless, sadly.
Really?
In the 40k rulebook,
Yeah.
it can't do its abilities because it's inside the chariot. The template cannot be fired.
Open topped.
It's an open top, so
No,
it
no.
can.
If you read the rules, and there'll
Right.
be people commenting on this,
Right.
certain abilities from that chariot cannot be done. You've paid 100 points for
Right.
something that would only be flying around on the board to contesting most of the time, sadly.
Right.
If you what we was looking at previously,
You can use your
the
shooting attacks, and that's it.
No, some of the shooting attacks can't come out of it. That's the problem. Based on the rules on the chariots,
Right.
Yeah.
stops it from shooting.
Except for you can fire the blue, but you can't fire the pink.
No, because it comes from. This is the problem. It comes from not from the vehicle, from the person itself. Based on the rule. No.
And then you've got the bits in the rules that actually state you are the fire hatch rule.
All right, guys,
Which
I'm going to
allows you to
veto
do
this now. We're going to
no
get
fire.
bogged down here, so
Yep,
this
no
is
worries.
going into the
Let's go.
comments, okay? Guys, check it yourselves. I'll make sure these two are on for a chat with you when this goes live.
Yeah.
Which one's right? Give us a note. Okay? We can move on now?
Yeah.
Okay, we're done.
I'm happy.
We're done arguing?
I'm happy.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I had to bring down the hammer. Right. We have the Seeker Cavaclade. Right, what's this?
It's a Celestia thing, so
Yeah.
let Celestia have it.
Celestia thing.
We'll hand it to her.
We'll let the
friend.
pervert have it.
You got an exalted Alorus on there.
Okay.
Your basic stat for them: web skill 5, bliss skill 4,
Yep.
strength 3, toughness 3, 1 wound,
Yep.
initiative 5, 4 attacks, and leadership 7.
Yep, no sir.
The chariot. This one is armor 11 on the front and side. Rear is 10. Bliss
Yep.
skill 4.
Good.
And 2 hull points.
Not bad.
With this, again, it can have 20 points of rewards.
Yep.
The best thing about this one is got flesh shredder,
Right.
which is, I still think it's about the impact hits, but I think
Give me a
it's
sec,
couple
I'll
more.
bring it up for you. Yeah, it's Hammer of Wrath have strength 4 AP, nothing rending. It's the same one as was
Same
on.
one.
Right.
Again, it's the same chariot, but I think it's just a bigger model.
Right. And I'm actually looking here.
Oh, it's only 40 points, I think.
Yeah, it's only 40 points. That's what I noticed. It's a
Oh
really...
no, it's a squadron. That's
Because you
what
can
it
buy
was
the
it.
Seeker
You can buy
Cavaliers in
them the
squadrons of
unit.
1 to 4. 1 to 3, sorry.
1 to 3. That's what was different on that one.
That's not bad at all, though.
No.
But
Yeah.
you can then buy it with. You can include the next one in this combo if you read the rule.
Okay.
Yep.
Each Seeker Cavalcade is a squadron of 1 to 3 models composed of Seeker chariots or exalted Seeker chariots
Ah, so that
Yep.
you can have one
in
exalted.
any combination.
So if we go down to now the exalted chariot.
Right, this is 75 points, so this is a lot more expensive.
Again, the exalted Alorus, exactly the same as the top part. The only thing different about the chariot itself, it's got 4 hull points.
Ah.
And it's flesh ready on that, but with the hull points, it's every point, isn't it? You
Yes.
get things. So it's 4d6 on impact
Ah,
instead of the 2.
right.
And again, you can go for the lesser or greater rewards.
What do you think?
If I've got the, I would again. Actually, I'm not positive. Can't remember the exact ones on the Soneshi rewards. I would, if I'm fielding them in squadrons anyway. If I've got the points to do it. Maybe a squadron of 3, all 3 of them exalted.
Yeah.
Right.
One with a greater and a pair of 2 lessers. If I had the points to spend.
Well, I suppose that gives you a good run through on what you
Yeah.
could get. So I think that's the end.
It is.
That is.
So guys, that has been the Chaos Daemons Codex. Hopefully, even though it's late, you've still maybe learnt a little something from this, had fun with it, had a laugh with us. Swampy, don't buy, you're not a Zen master. And yes, I know I look like a Buddhist monk before the keyboard warriors start up. Right, anyway, let's close this video down. I've had fun with this, I've enjoyed chatting to you about it. Stay tuned guys, I'm not sure if we'll get to the Chaos Daemons Army book, we'll try, but we have High Elves and stuff coming out very shortly after we've filmed this, so it may take precedence and you may have to wait a little longer, all you demon players. But we'll head on here. I think the gaming hall's still open, so I'm off down for a game of something.
I'd like to do one thing. Thank you, demon players, for your patience.
Yes, apologies 1,000 times, but anyway guys, drop us a comment below, tell us what you thought of the Codex Breakdown. Have we got anything wrong that you want to pick out on us? Because if we have, we're sorry, because I'm not a demons player, he's a pervert, he's Swampy, and I'll see you later.